Okay, that worked. Yay. Okay, everybody. So welcome to Carla. That's so creepy. You're like in two places at once.
I know. I always do it on my iPad. I'm trying to get it to work on my computer.
That's really funny. I'm like, it's like two different people because like one's coming from one angle and one's coming from the other. That's really funny. Okay, guys. I'm not going to mute you guys, but if there gets to be a lot of background noise or anything, then I will, just for the quality of the recording for the people that aren't on. Cheryl said she was hopping on too, so she might be joining us, but so I'll just launch in. So because today was so crazy with my nephew and all this kind of nonsense that kind of happened last minute, I made a bunch of notes and watched a bunch of videos to prepare for this call. I didn't make a slideshow only because I felt like it would be a waste of time. I think I'm just going to share my screen and show you some of the stuff, the ads that I'm talking about, rather than putting them all into a slideshow. There wasn't like a ton of things to announce ahead of time. Obviously, Super Saturday is this Saturday. I know most people that I've talked to can't attend. This is a huge one. This one changed my business last year because of the fact that this was the first time they announced a challenge group sneak peek. Nobody had ever heard of one before, or at least none of the not top coaches. And that's when we hit Success Club 6 in 1 month. 3 customers right out of a sneak peek. And so I made a script with my coaches, and I still do well with those. And that's kind of essentially what Quarter Force is this week. Just a little reminder for everybody who's in there. Any post that goes up, you want to like it or comment on it first yourself. When you do that, it's going to show up in your newsfeed. And so your people, so I keep getting people that I have not invited and they're not in there and they're liking the posts. And like the one girl I reached out to last night and I was like, hey, I saw you like that quarter. She is not even like my customer. And I can't remember if we connected through my like page and then my personal page. And I think we're friends on Facebook now. And she just saw that I had liked it or like posted in a, whatever, because it's public. And then she liked it. And now she's interested in trying it today and thinks that might be her next program. So long story short, like we just want to be smart with how we're using Facebook. So sometimes coaches don't know that. So any post that goes up, just like it, comment on it. If you've done even if you haven't done the video, like, these programs, the length of these sound great, or these programs sound great. Or when I make the one about nutrition in a little bit, like comment something about the portion fix or your experience or whatever. The more you're engaged in the group, the more you're probably going to get from your customers out of the group. So anyways, with Super Saturday, I always go, I'm taking super thorough notes as usual, and I'll be making a video and everything. So hopefully it's not going to substitute for you being there. The reason I think this one's more important for my coaches than normal is this tends to be the dry season. I'm sure some of you have noticed we start it in August, September, October, stay slow. And that's part of what we're going to talk about on the call today is that this is a season where everybody's focus is everywhere else. And you probably see it yourselves. We start to think about, Halloween and holidays, back to school, routines, PTA, mom's hold on, I'm just going to mute everybody just so and so it gets to be that I don't want to mute myself time of year that is hard. People are about to spend their money elsewhere. Hopefully I didn't just mute myself. Okay, good. And they're not focused on their health and fitness. This is when people get off track. And so that's why we kind of do like fall back into fitness, and like you'll see other coaches taking that angle of why wait until New Year's. Like we don't have to gain the 10 pounds that we're going to gain between now and then. Like let's stay on track now so we don't have to lose it then. Let's feel fit and healthy for the holidays. Let's feel good in that little black dress. Let's feel good. Let's fit into those skinny jeans, because nothing's worse when you try to buckle up your skinny jeans and they don't really buckle up the top right. So Melanie Metro right now is doing like a skinny jeans challenge. Hi, Cheryl. So so all that kind of stuff is kind of like some of the marketing stuff that we'll take and we'll talk about on this call. But it tends to be, like I said, a dry season. It gets hard for coaches. Sometimes we fall off ourselves, and then it gets really hard to be coaching when we're not even really being the example or taking care of ourselves. So all that stuff we'll talk about on the call, because it all plays into how to stay on track over the holidays and how to market for the holidays and how to keep our businesses kind of booming through a time when, again, it's just kind of challenging for a lot of reasons. But that said, events like Super Saturday will make a big difference. Like sometimes when I have coaches who are like, I'm just not where I want to be. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not hitting Success Club, or I don't know why I'm not moving in the, the direction I want to. There's a few things I always look at, but one of them is, are you showing up? Are you showing up to your business consistently? It doesn't have to be perfectly, but consistently. Are you showing up to the team calls? Are you showing up to the events? Because when you do, they make a difference. Like it's not something that we just say. My coach never went to events. I heard that I was supposed to be there, so I always went to them. And I've never missed one yet. And you better believe that I am about to have this baby at the end of December. And I hit the requirement to go to and to get my hotel room covered for leadership and the new leader conference, which is going to be when my baby's not even 2 months old. And you better believe this girl's going to strap that baby on and fly across the country and go, because I know I need to be there and I want to be. And that's just kind of that attitude that you want to have, because when these times get tough, like right now, when everybody's overwhelmed, these events will fill your cup. If you've never been to one, they will inspire you. They will motivate you. You will hear something. This one in Atlanta this weekend has 3 of the very top coaches that have ever been in Beachbody. The fact that Christine Dwyer is going to be here is absolutely insane. I'm surprised they're not charging more than they are. So, but again, I will bring back, if you can't be there, I understand things come up and things happen. I almost wasn't able, I was going to be in Buffalo for this one, but I would have gone to the Buffalo one. So I totally understand. I will share everything. But let's launch into, obviously Quarter 4 sneak peek, like I was saying, is this week. You want to be in that group yourself. You want to comment and like on any post that you can, so everybody in your newsfeed is seeing it. This is something that you can be inviting to. If you didn't get to it now, you can still be inviting people to it all day today. These are what all of my PM invites were over the last week or for the Quarter 4 sneak peek. Anybody who gave me whether it's financial objections and things like that, are more like you want to get them into like a free group and things like that. But even this, we're going to be doing some free giveaways. So anybody who's been on the fence or potentially interested is a great person to invite into this group. Okay. So Super Saturday, that the little, they're doing a spirit thing, which is really just kind of like another, like every quarter we do one of these, like kind of like a team cup thing. This is the very first time I'm not going to run a team myself. With traveling and the pregnancy in the end, I'm not high risk or anything like that, but there's one little concerning thing going on, and I don't want to put too much on my plate right now because there's a couple things that we still really need to get ready in my own business. So I would love to have anybody step up to the plate and lead a team. I'm probably still going to try to at least be on one. I just might not be leading one for the very first time in almost 2 years, which stinks, but I think it's a good decision for me. So, but that's still going on. And then obviously Quarter 4 is going to be dropping. It's supposed to be on the 31st. Now they're saying the 1st. I'm not sure which one. But either way, it's going to be there, and it should help a lot of us hit Success Club really early in the month of November, so we don't have to worry about it and stress about it. That should be everybody's goal, so that you guys can enjoy Thanksgiving and not really have to feel like you're stressing at the end. Not a good month to leave it till the end. So marketing for the holidays. Okay, so it really is totally different this time of year. We have to be creative, and we have to think about what we are needing ourselves, what we're struggling with ourselves. So I know for me lately, and maybe it's a pregnancy thing, but I'm having a really tough time with my clean eating, like staying on track, like planning, like taking that time to do the Sunday meal prep, to make a meal plan, to do everything for the week. Like it's really taking a lot of time and effort right now, and it's not always making the cut. So when I do it, of course I post about it, but like I'm seeing a lot of coaches have success with these crock pot challenges, and every fall coaches do them, and I see 30 something comments from people who are like, add me in. It's a simple thing. I think there's a script for one already in Amanda's team page from one of our coaches. Kristen used to do one, but that's a really easy free group to do because you can just share crock pot recipes. And as busy moms, we should all constantly as coaches be trying new recipes ourselves. That's an easy post to make, you guys. Like you want to, I know Marissa's done a couple, but you want to take a picture of whatever you made, because we all want to eat clean, right? So we should always be trying to find fast, good recipes for our families. So take a picture of it and use WordSwag or Photofy and just write like, egg omelets, or, like what was the one Marissa did, the meatloaf, the little meatloaf muffin things, whatever. Marissa had like 30 likes on that, and a bunch of people tried it and messaged her about it and came back, and she's now adding value to people's lives. And that's what our pages we want to be. So it's good every month to go back and look at your page. And from an outsider's perspective, what are you posting? Are you actually adding value to people's lives in each post, whether it's a humor value or a lesson or whatever? We don't want it just to be about us. Like I try not to just post a sweaty selfie. I try to be making a point about working out while pregnant, or about overcoming excuses, or whatever, in a way that's not preachy, but a way that's like helping people. And recipes are a really great and easy thing for us to throw up. And again, they add value. People will come back to your page because they want to see them. So crock pot stuff is great in the fall and great for the holiday season. Also, let me see where it was here. So before I go into some specific things for you guys to like use to market and show you some ads and stuff, I want to show you a little bit about what, again, and I've talked about this before, but it's worth going over right now, how to lay out your month. So hopefully everybody's taking notes on this, and this is what I would jot down. You want to market your month every month, but especially you need to stay on top of this in October, November, and December. You need to map out your month ahead of time every single month. Like I always say that, but you need to know. So I shouldn't be getting messages when my challenge group is starting. Hey, Kim, do you have a challenge group starting? Can I add people in? You should know at least 2 weeks ahead of time what the start of your challenge group is, because you know you need a week for shipping. That's the deadline. And you need like at least 7 days for people, for you to be advertising and talking to people. But we want to at least have a 2-week window. So what you want to do, and I was going to have a little whiteboard, and of course now I'm not at my house and totally forgot about it. So rather than showing you guys, I'll just say, and you can write it down, in the week of the month. So let's say like we're starting in that first week of November. If I pull up my calendar, that very first week of any month, right, first, second, third, I'm not sure if this is going to show up for you guys, if it's just with a pen. Anybody see that? First, second, third, fourth? Okay. So the very first week is when you always want to try to run your free group. That said, hopefully everybody's paying attention to this. I ran a free group every single month for a year and a half. I think I missed 1 month. I can't remember why, or I wasn't going to because I was really frustrated, but then I did it anyways at the end of the month. But anyways, this coming one may be the very first time that I don't run. I'm doing a pregnancy one right now. It's not really going that well. People aren't really posting. People are just like, I want to eat donuts and get fat and I don't want to work out. And it's a small group. So I'm kind of like, this isn't working. So I'm not really sure. I might just cut that one loose and try something else. But, so I fail too. I'm always trying new things too, but I have always done one. That said, if you look at your page and one of the only things that you're advertising for is a free group, you are going to find that you are attracting people who want free, and you're going to get more financial objections. And this was something I just heard from Melanie Metro and from Shelly Hobbs. Scotty Hobbs is one of our top coaches under Lindsay Matway. And his wife was saying that we don't want to overemphasize the free, because then people will always want as much as they can get for free. And people will always want free, right? We get that. Our job is to help them see the value in a challenge pack and in a challenge group. So really, we don't want to overemphasize free groups. And so what I was hearing is a lot of coaches aren't even really advertising for them anymore, so much as maybe one. She said she does one advertisement for it. And then what she'll do is she'll be inviting anybody who gave her a financial objection in the past month, anybody who she thinks might be interested, whatever, it's an easy way to invite without feeling like somebody's got to be pressured to make a sale or something. And so it's a great way to practice inviting, great way to reach people from the financial objections. And so you kind of still want to do one. That said, if you've done one and you've been doing them, you guys are in a different place than me, but now that I've been there for almost 2 years, I steadily and consistently built a business on free groups. So now if I take a month off, it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into a funk where I take 6 months off. But so it is a great way to build your business. But I wouldn't overemphasize it. Like I definitely would be doing more advertisements for your challenge group and like maybe a coach sneak peek or whatever than that. So the first week of the month is a free group. But in that first week when you're actually running your free group, and this is why you've got to map this out ahead of time, you want to be posting about your fitness group every day. Get this, every day, somewhere in your 3 to 5 posts a day. Now, if you're only posting once on social media a day, then no, we don't want it to be about Beachbody. But since we should be shooting for 3 to 5 posts a day, then it's no big deal if one of them, and it's not about, here's an advertisement, like a really salesy thing for my challenge group. It's a subtle, soft invite. Cheryl does it really well. Steph does it really well. I've seen them where it's like, I was really off track this week, You kind of tell a story, you make a point, and then you're like, if you need help getting back on track, like email me at blank or whatever. So they're subtle. They're not like a salesy thing. And I've been doing some of those too, and it's good. And you might not hear back from everyone. Don't expect to hear back from everyone, but that kind of, or like if you need help with meal planning, like shoot me an email below. I'd love to help, or, so things like that. But then there's going to be actual advertisements for your challenge group. And she said she aims for 3 a week. And you can play with what works for you on those. If you don't feel like a big bold ad where like it looks really advertising, like a Photo-fi, maybe it's just an image of your face with some weights, and it's like, who wants to join me? Like 22 minutes a day, accountability support, you in ? It can be really simple. It doesn't have to be what everybody else's is. You find what works by trial and error. So 2 or 3 of those a week. And you're doing that through week 1, week 2, because your challenge group should hopefully start, and this is like an ideal month, right? We can play with this and change it as we need it in that 3rd week of the month. So, all right, launch challenge group. So again, take notes on this because you guys, I'll answer your questions if you have them, but you want to know week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So free group, week 1, but you're also already advertising in week 1 and week 2 for your challenge group starting in week 3. Okay. Then, so that's that. They call them big bang, like 3 times a week, you're doing a big bang marketing post for your challenge group. Sunday night's a great one to do one. Maybe like, you know, a Tuesday night or a Thursday night, whatever. Or you can play with different times of day. Sometimes moms see them more at like lunchtime. And those big bang marketing ones are like, I'm looking for 3 to 5 women who want to get fit and healthy this holiday season. You know, it's a very right to the point. I'm looking for, it can be short. Anita Myron does them really well. It's an advertisement for your group. It's not just a story with a message and whatever. Remember, before and after pics work really well, you guys. If you don't have clients already, take one from Core to Force right now. Put it up there tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, 7:30, Transformation Tuesday, hashtag it. Can you believe these results? You guys, every time I post one of these and I don't know who this person is, I find their story on Beachbody or in the Beachbody Champions page. This is why you want to be in these groups. You should like the Core to Force page. And when you're on Core to Force, scroll down, find the last transformation picture. If you like it, you know, if it's a really good one, you're like, wow, don't just take any one, take a good one, find it. Amanda had 30 something likes and got a couple challengers from it last time when she shared one for Country Heat. I did as well. I got like a challenger, at least I think. And the picture was, and I had 30 likes and you know, so pictures, that matters. Now they should always be your own pictures first. We'll get to that, but still the pictures are really important. And another great way to advertise for a group and the results that people are getting from Beachbody. So where am I? So the first and second weeks, you're talking about your fitness group. First free group, your fitness group is, your free group is running. The second group of the month, you're still advertising for your challenge group starting in the 3rd week. And you're also hopefully advertising once, maybe twice for like the coach sneak peek, which we'll go back to doing next month. And I'll explain why I got away from that. So in week 3, like you could still kind of advertise a little bit, you know, for a sneak peek, but week 4, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said week 3 your challenge group starts. Why did I write that down? I wrote down challenge group starts on week 3 and 4, and obviously that's not the case. I think she said week 4 you're advertising for a sneak peek. That's not right either. That's usually, because she runs hers the first week of the month. So, and she's like, you're running, she runs her sneak peek Wednesday to Sunday. I'm not sure why. So I've watched a lot of these. I've watched one from Anita Myron, one from Shelly Hobbs, one from Melanie Mitro. Everybody lays out their month a little bit differently, but the point is that there's always 4 things. There's always a free group in your month. There's always a fitness challenge group, like our 30-day. There's always a sneak peek, and there's always a Coach Basics training. Because if you don't tell people like, hey, our new coach training is starting next week, if you've ever thought about a way to like make a little bit extra money from home to, you know, work on yourself and help others work on themselves flexibly in an hour a day, whatever. If people don't know this, if you don't tell them this, they're not going to know it. Again, if you don't want to sound like a join my team, then don't. Like say it in a way that's just from your heart, what Beachbody's done for you, maybe why you joined, and hey, why do you like to have anybody join you that's looking for the same kind of changes in their life? So your responsibility as a coach, if you want to hit Success Club every month and you want to grow a successful business, is to do these 4 things consistently. And if you tried a free group and it flopped, welcome to the club. You try another one or you go back to a different one the next month. You figure maybe, I had that happen before so many times. I've tried advertising in hundreds of groups, and for 2 months I got 30 something people and then I couldn't get any. And then I started working on a debt figure. It's a continuous, and it's always going to be continuous. So we can't give up easily. We just have to come up with new ideas. And one way you can do that, I'm going to share my screen. Last year I did a free group in November, and I think in December, that was a free Healthy for the Holidays group. Where did all my websites go? No, move. How do I get this thing to move? Right here. And I'll show you my ad. But what I did, and I want to show you guys that you can do when I'm not creative. So if you think a lot of my ideas are coming from me, newsflash, they are not. I'm really bad. So I just go to Thanksgiving Challenge Group. And I'm like, oh, look at all of these images. So like, give me 21 days of commitment and I'll give you a guilt-free Thanksgiving. Like, here it is. And I probably would have thrown a small picture of myself on there, but whatever. So that is is a possible like advertisement or something like that. And again, you can take these, save them to your computer, upload them to PicMonkey, and literally just change the date by adding one of these little arrows over it and putting your new date. Burn for the bird. Like, this is really easy, you guys, right? Like, that could be the name of your challenge group that's starting. November 7th, like the Core de Force sneak peek, because it might not just be Core de Force people. So, they can pick their program, cleaning recipes, and, again, you can have a picture of yourself in there, or you don't have to, but there are so many examples that you can take from here that people have used. Also, I think there was a free, I'm trying to think of where I saw, I did a free, and I called it, actually, it's still on Facebook, Healthy for the Holidays challenge group. And you guys, it was so simple. I literally added a couple things I found, so maintain your sanity goals and keep your holiday happy, healthy, and hassle-free. Healthy Holidays Challenge begins November 30th. I think that this one might be a regular challenge group. Mine, if I open up Facebook here, I just noticed that it's still over. I try to delete my groups here and there, but here, Healthy for the Holidays. I don't know if this one was a normal one or not, or if this was a free group. How many are in here? 51 people. No, that was a regular challenge group. So this was mine last year for Christmas. And I just, a holiday survival guide. So where was my free? Let me see. Free, healthy. Maybe not. So tons of fun, from a free crockpot idea to a free, that Thanksgiving one, Burn for the Bird. Like, you can do whatever, a free cleaning group, but just share how to stay on track through the holidays. And you can do that for, Thanksgiving. You could do that for Christmas. You can do it for both. And again, this is challenge groups kind of, and your regular fitness group. So here's some ways that you can kind of like market specifically in the holiday. And I'm going to pull up my Google Drive so I can show you guys some of the ones that I created for last year. So, people, see, what you got to know about the holidays is that people check out this time of year. As I said before, you might already be struggling yourself. So it's not about hiding your own struggle. It's about sharing your own struggle. Like, I'm usually really consistent. Lately, I've been struggling with blank. Like, this is your strongest attribute as a coach, is to actually put out there what you aren't doing well. It makes you really relatable. If you fall off, if you went on vacation and fell off, if you're, struggling, like I said, with meal planning, or you haven't committed to a program, go public with that. Be like, you know what? I've been tinkering with Beachbody programs for like a year, and I've been hearing the importance of committing to a program, and I haven't done it myself. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? Day one, these are how these programs are supposed to be done from start to finish. Day 1 to day 30, day 1 to day 60. If I'm going to do something else, it's going to be on top of it, because this is who we are as coaches, right? We start and we finish programs. We commit, we decide, we commit, we succeed, and we show other people how that's done. You don't have to do it your whole life, but like, watch Melanie Mitro. She's top for a reason. Go to her blog. She has a transformation picture up of herself from every single Beachbody program that's ever been there, because you are the proof to your social network of those people. So, or of those programs. So she'll be starting Core de Force now, and like we should be. So everybody on our team should be starting Core de Force on November 7th. It's a 30-day program, but we always want to capitalize on a new program and do it ourselves. And so it makes it easier to hit success. But you can be like, I just purchased this new program. Take a picture of your order form, take a picture when it comes, and be like, who wants to join me? There's still however many days to get in on this group, and spend the next 30 days, just 30 minutes a day, kicking it out with me, getting fit before the feast, and let's do it together. And I can help you stay on track more than you ever have during the holiday season, whatever. Those kinds of come join me posts. Those don't ever feel like selling to me or advertising, whatever. So so remembering that people have checked out is really important, and thinking about ways that your posts can kind of help rope them back in. So fit before the feast is like, I saw somebody who used that. You can do it for a free group, or, call your challenge group that. The turkey trot thing, you can do a gratitude challenge for like a free challenge group. And they don't always have to be Beachbody, like a free clean eating group. Usually for newer coaches, it's good to have people see you doing things that are health and wellness and fitness. But at the same time, like, you can also do, like I did, debt-free groups that are completely kind of unrelated, but I'm adding value to people's lives and I'm building relationships. The more you build relationships that aren't even about Beachbody, the more people are going to start seeing your Beachbody coach posts and asking you about them. So it's not just about that. And again, Healthy for the Holidays, you guys can go to Google and type in how to stay healthy for the holidays. And I kid you not, that's what I did for my group last year, my free group. I did a 5-day free group. And I literally shared things about how to like, you know, eat at home before, how to take a healthy appetizer, how to whatever. And I shared recipes that would be people pleaser, party pleasers that were healthier versions. Like you guys can find this stuff super easily. You just kind of got to think of what do I feel like I need this time of year to stay on track? And how can I go share that with people, you know, for free or whatever, or add value? Or it'll be something I share in my, you know, challenge group for my paid ones. For my notes from this, by the way, I think I said I watched like 3 different videos. So they're kind of all over the place. So you're going to see, I'm sure you've already noticed I'm bouncing all over the place. Before I go into the Christmas thing, like I said, there's a skinny jeans challenge you can do. I was going to call mine No Excuses November. It's a good thing to go to Top Coaches pages. Melanie Mitchell is a great one to look at. It's not about really copying somebody, but like success leaves clues, like we always say. So go find the people who are getting the results that you want and do what they're doing. Yes, use your voice, make it your own, but you better believe that's what I've been doing lately. I went and looked at Melanie's Quarter Force sneak peek group, and I'm like, okay, what kind of stuff is she, how is she advertising? What's she doing? And I saw her skinny jeans challenge coming up, and it's great. Like how she's marketing it is great. The picture's great. So like I said, I was going to do a No Excuses November because it's a time that we have a lot of excuses. It's easy to get off track with the start of the holiday bustle and hustle. You can do 12 days of Christmas. So, or some people call it 12 days of fitness. And I know Ariel did one last year where she did giveaways for 12 days, really small, like a shaker cup with a sample of Energize. But people knew to come to her page every single day because she was doing some kind of free giveaway, like those little cell phone chargers that like Steph has one that you can like use on the go or whatever that she let me use at Summit. Well, Ariel had found one that was like $5 or something. I don't know, something cheap that she found. And she was giving away random things like that. And a personalized water tumbler, whatever. But there was a requirement though. Like, and again, you can go to some of the Top Coaches, and I'll paste below this some of the things you can post. But like, you know, you have to like my fitness page, share this post on your wall, or tag a friend to be entered into the giveaway, that kind of thing. So things that are still going to get you, or drop your email below so that you have people's emails and you can create, you know, when you get to a free ebook, or, you know, you're using MailChimp and sending people out things that you have that. So you always want to be making sure that you're getting something for that, since it's an investment in your business. So another big way, another thing that you can do aside from, let me open up because I did one, is you can do a party. So hosting a party, the cool thing about Beachbody is we don't actually have to do them like at our houses, or you can. I'm sure you guys saw not that long ago that I had shared where somebody did an advertisement for, wait, is this where one of mine is? Trying to see if I have if it was in this folder, the other folder, that was October. Okay, so it's probably in these Beachbody ads. So last year I did, and this is still an option for you guys. I don't know which one is mine. Oh, that's right, I had the same problem last time. Doesn't let me open up. Is there a way to like blow this up? Maybe I could. Let me see. Let me see how big I can get this. Okay, I guess I'll have to post these below. But this up here, you guys can see where I'm clicking with my mouse, was a 3-day refresh group. I started that after Thanksgiving. So again, you have to know ahead of time. I ordered my 3-day refresh. I posted the week before Thanksgiving that it was coming. And I want to start doing a quarterly team 3-day refresh. It really boosts everybody's like sales, but at the same time, it gives you a quick before and after picture. It gives you a result. I can't tell you, anytime I do something like that quick and I make a post about it, there's no lost post. Like I make a post about Energize, for crying out loud, and then I just need to take it. So glad I found something pregnancy safe, and there was like 15, 20 comments, and there was about 5 comments from moms, and one pregnant mom bought a tub of it for $60, and another mom was interested in getting, and it's just like, there's no wasted post. There's really not. Even if you don't get a reaction, there's not. So this 3-day refresh, I ordered it, I bought it. I made a picture that I was gotten it was starting it. I got questions in my inbox like, hey, what is that? Like, how does it work? What are the results? And I had typed up my experience with it from the first time and a picture, and I shared it with them. And, obviously that's on sale through the rest of the month in a challenge pack. So you're going to get it for $10 with a bag of Shakeology. So it's a great way to have people know they're going to need a detox after all of this candy, and they're going to be eating it. So that was one thing that I used. There has to be a way for me to like open this somewhere. Open with, I don't know, that maybe? Yay, guys, it'll work. Okay, so this was one I did last year. for Christmas. I created this myself. I just found this image on, Google. And I know, so you might want to write down that the things you want to be, obviously Thanksgiving is a big marketing thing. People are going to be eating this whole feast of food and they're going to feel like crap afterwards. So you better believe Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. On Black Friday, I already had planned a post for Black Friday morning that I was having a Black Friday sale all day. Then the Cyber Monday is a few days later. And I actually believe that I made my Black Friday sale last the whole weekend. Like the best sale was like on Friday. And I did something like anybody who purchases a challenge pack on Black Friday is going to get like Fixate for free, because you got to remember, even if people want free and they want incentives, but if somebody purchases a challenge pack, even if it's the cheapest one on sale, I'm still going to make $35 off of that. And that means if I send them after tax and shipping and everything, Fixate's like $23 or $24. I still made $10 on that. And although that doesn't sound like a lot, what was key for me is this person is going to fall in love with the shake. If I'm doing my job of running great challenge groups and I'm in there every day and I'm being a proof and I'm helping them get the results that they need, I'm confident in myself and in the coaching and the service that I provide in a challenge group. So I know they're going to love it and they're going to want to stick around. And I never have anybody stop the shake after month one. Like it's very, very rare. So I know that it's going to be worth it. Plus, or you could have the stipulation of if they sign up with a discount membership, like then they get, the Fixate, because then you've got a coach from it too. So you can make it your own. It doesn't have to be as big as Fixate. It can be, like a sampler, like the Beachbody Performance sampler that's like comes down to $14 or something like that. So you can do whatever you want. And you don't even have to say what it is. You can just say the first two people get a prize. You can do a $10 Starbucks gift card or a $10 Amazon gift card. People are going to want gift cards because they're going to use this stuff for Christmas. So obviously I did copy a Fixate, or I did $30 off, because $30 might sound crazy to you guys. I know that December and November are really slow because, like I said, everybody's focus is everywhere else. So I was going to have to work harder on my business in these months to get people to purchase now, because guess what you're going to hear as you start inviting, if you aren't already hearing it, the entire month of November and December, you're going to hear, I'll get back with you January 1st. Or like, yeah, just reach back out to me January 1st. You guys, my list was like 2 pages long with the people that I needed to get back to January 1st. And I was like, no, like, we're not going to wait till January. Like the best day to start is today. Like, and I didn't do it in a forceful or guilting them down way. I was like, I totally understand how you feel. I know, but I posted that I feel better throughout the holidays when I am at Melanie Mitro just did a great one for Q4. She was like, high energy in 30 minutes a day is exactly what I need to have the energy that I need to get through this holiday season, because there's the hustle and the bustle. It's absolutely crazy. There's errands and shopping and parties and things galore. And I want to feel good through it this year. And I need to. So if we pose it that way, like these holidays could be drastically different. You could actually feel good, not like you're wearing a sweater to cover up the extra weight that you're already gaining, that you could have the energy for all of it, that you can stay on track. And I love emphasizing that they can still have their holiday favorites, that they don't have to be perfect, that they can still indulge. They're not going to be dieting through the holidays. And at the same time, most people now are not getting to the gym very much. It's the perfect time to be advertising for at-home workouts, because this is the time of the year when people do need to be having something more convenient. It's getting cold, so take the angle of, I love that I don't have to leave my house and go out into the freezing cold and start my car, especially my Buffalo people, and scrape ice off of it, that I can have my workout done in the time it would have taken me to scrape off my car and not even get to the gym. So those are the kind of posts and things that you want. So hosting a party is something you can do around the holidays. But before I move on to that, let me show you the other one. Oh, this was another one I did that I think was even better, because I added a before and after picture, and those work so well. So this right here was Ariel and Allie, 2 of my challengers. And so I wanted people to see the results people are getting in my challenge groups. And there was, if they shared the post or liked the post, whatever, they would be entered into the raffle to win. And then the one that I was telling you about for the 3-day refresh that you would have to know you're doing ahead of time, have to order your program and advertise for it, was this. It's not about perfection. It's about surviving the holidays. I found this online. It was just like this. So you can see it says healthyfitfocus.com and November 3rd. And then you can see what I did is I pulled up PicMonkey. This is probably mine. And I did, no. So mine's right here. Oh, here was my fall into fitness one. I got to move this thing. This was last year's challenge group. Papaya was also on sale last like October, I think it was, or September or whatever. So, I came up with what I thought was kind of catchy. Leaves fall off. You shouldn't. So it's kind of like don't fall off of your routine, because this is what people are doing this time of year. And this was my first fall coaching as a coach. Picture of me doing an at-home workout. Picture of the results people are getting. Whatever. I mean, I'm not excellent with ads, but I kind of just do whatever. And then this is the one that it looks like I changed. And so if you saw the one that I pulled up for free. And then what I did was I put a black arrow thing that you can't even tell over their email. And I just put my own there. And I put like the whole in a candy coma with a couple little candy things that were on PhotoFi. And so this was my post-Halloween Candy Crusher. It was going to be 3 refresh and 3 as a Shakeology, because it was also on sale this time last year. They always do that for a reason. People need to detox after all the candy. And so this was my thing to kind of get people through that first leg of November up to Thanksgiving. So kind of like when our Core to Force group would run, it's a great time to advertise. I mean, people can get Core to Force, and I don't know if you guys know this, but they can get Core to Force with Shakeology, but they can also get Core to Force with the Performance Stack. So if they're not somebody, and I know this because I went under the challenge pack details. Whenever a program's coming out, I don't know what it comes with. I don't know if it comes with the containers or not, which by the way, it does not in a challenge pack, and you need to know these things. So you go to the FAQ for Core to Force and you go through and scroll all the way down. You can see the length of all the programs, what they all are. You can see everything. So this was one that I tried last year to get people just to nutrition, even if they were like, well, I'm going to the gym, or I don't want to do the workouts. We all need better nutrition through the holidays. We're too busy. So that was that. And then for the parties, you can host an online party. I'm working on one right now with a friend, and this is a great way to build each other's businesses, who does this was the other one right here before I forget to show you guys this. She's doing Beauty Counter. So this was my healthy holiday eating survival guide. I told people I would share how to keep them on track. This was mine that was going to be running. Oh, so this is free. This was my free 5-day accountability group. Threw up a candy thing. Like, this is what I did in December. And that's a little slogan for you guys to write down: maintain, don't gain. We're not necessarily trying to lose weight through the holidays. We're not necessarily trying to get these crazy results. Let's just maintain where we are. You guys, we don't have to work crazy hard. Let's maintain and feel better so we don't have to lose it all come January 1st. And then January 1st, we're advertising like new year, new you, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So I did, and that healthy holiday eating guide, found that on Google, and I pulled some tips and threw it into For You. Really easy. I create all the stuff from scratch myself. It doesn't take long. I can copy and paste from somebody's post. It's just about adding value, trying new things. So the other thing is the party. So I have a friend who does Beauty Counter. What a great way to have her invite a bunch of friends that are not in my network, and me to invite a bunch of friends. If you have a friend who does Mary Kay or whatever, people love this. I found a girl who's doing a Wine of the Month club right now. And although that would sound like it doesn't go with Beachbody at all, I was like, what kind of moms around the holidays are not going to want to get out and be like, yes, let's have some wine and cheese and crackers and hang out and do some holiday shopping. And I can present about Beachbody and the challenge groups, because there might be people who want them for gifts. It might just be something people are thinking about that they need through the holidays, or it might be something they're thinking about doing January 1st. But either way, it's a seed that's been planted. A lot of these seeds from us staying consistent through this month now, they're going to all blossom in January. So it gets easy to get frustrated and be like, no one's answering me. No one's interested. You know what? I'm just going to wait till January. No, your January will be really slow if you do that. If you want the bang that happens in January, it's consistency through November and December, getting creative. So you can host a party. You can do it with somebody from another business. You can do it yourself, and you can do an online one, you guys. The online ones work really well. You can go onto YouTube. Melanie Mitro did a team call. One of her coaches ran about how to host a great free party online. And there was all tips. I've watched this video 2 different times. But she said, don't just add people to it. Decide on your topics ahead of time. I'm going to do a 5-day, whatever, little party. Use giveaways. People want giveaways. It can be a shaker cup. You can get stuff. What was it? It was $9. I think that you got 3 or 4 shaker cups. Okay, 3 shaker cups. They're $3 each. Get the sampler of Energize for $14 and just put 1 sampler in each little whatever. That's great. You can do it really cheap. But here's the thing. Again, I don't just do giveaways for nothing. What she said to do for the requirement for this is anybody who wants to be in that party, if they want to be eligible for free giveaways, they need to create a free trial with you. This means they are linked to you as their coach. And that link for you to do that is in the back office. You can go to my like page right now and grab my link that I posted last night in the Core to Force ad that I'm running right now. And it's just the same for you. It's like a free Team Beachbody sign up / whatever. All you need to change is the last 6 digits, which is my 596195 coach ID. You change it to yours. When you send that to anybody, it allows them to go on and create a free account with you. And from there, they can create the free Beachbody on demand and try our workouts for free for 30 days. But I want everyone to do that because so many people have later purchased something after they've been in a free group of mine and didn't know they needed to go through me. And now it will always go through me. I'll benefit from the sale. So you want to get your customers that way. So that's a stipulation for the giveaways. So I'm always like, before we were doing a giveaway tonight, make sure you've already, created your free track, whatever. So you can use giveaways, but only for those who create a free account, Shaco cups, Shaco samples, Energize samples, whatever. And you can actually get some of our older programs. You can get cheaper things. Beachbody does clearances and sales, and you can get them, real cheap. So just an individual program or like the bonus DVD from something. By Friday night, anyone who purchased anything in the group, like if they decided to purchase whatever, a Shakeology sampler, they were entered to win, Fixate with a Shakeology sample. And then they did a grand prize that like anybody who bought a challenge pack throughout the course of the party or invited somebody in who purchased a challenge pack, they got entered into a giveaway for the grand prize. And last year it was a P90X program. The reason was it was our Success Club prize for the month of November. I actually won 2 of them, one for my husband, one for me. So I had 2 whole huge like $100 programs, and that's a big giveaway. But it was free, which is why you want to hit Success Club, because you're going to always get free stuff. Like all of us should hopefully have a yoga mat coming to our houses right now. I can't wait for mine to get here because mine smells so old. So that's a great way to do it. You can do like the party, stuff like that. And then so you can just host an online party, like make an event, make it public, whatever. Or you can do one at your house. You can do a shake and share. All that information's in the back office. Again, holidays are a great time because everybody's going to be wanting and needing this January 1st. So I want to wrap up with this, and I got to talk really fast since I've already been like, blah. Consistency over time will get you results. This is just this, you have to remember in this time where it's a little slower, it's a little tougher, this is just a season in my business. Where I am right now does not determine that my final, my success or my final destination in the business. When people are canceling right now their coach memberships, expect that. When people are pausing their Shakeology, expect that. It's happening to me too. Okay. This is the time of year that people are cutting back financially because they know they have Christmas coming up. They expect it, right? So it's not you doing something wrong. I don't want you to be like, I'm a bad coach, I'm failing, I'm not getting anywhere. No, it's part of this season. It's a season of the business. But if we can stay consistent through it, everybody's going to be restarting their shake in January. I already have a couple people that have been restarting their shake, but you will get people January 1st who it's just like, oh, you logged in and you're back to Emerald. You're like, I didn't even know how did that happen? People just restarted it, and then you're going to get new customers. So it's not you, but you do need to stay consistent. Don't bank on January being big. It's going to be big if you stay consistent now. And it will be a killer month, I promise. I made an insane amount of money last January, and I really needed it after Christmas. So, but you staying consistent through this season is the most important thing that you can do in your own health and fitness. Yes, in the business, but the business comes from you doing it in your own health and fitness. You need to show people how you're doing it and what you're doing and like why you're doing it. So don't forget that they don't know that, right? Like, so that's going to be showing people that you're staying, not perfect, but consistent. Imperfectly consistent through the holidays is going to be your best recipe for success in this season. Guys, if you're falling off right now, if you're sleeping in, if you're dipping your toes into random programs and you're not actually doing one and you haven't committed to one, your business isn't going to, if you aren't drinking Shakeology right now, goodness gracious, we have a problem. Like, you need to be drinking it almost every day and randomly posting about it so people know what you're drinking, even if it's not a shake post, but it's just in the picture with you. But that's being the proof of the product. If we're not proof of the product, our businesses won't grow. So if you're not where you want to be, look at those things first. Am I still doing that? So commit to a program. Hopefully it's Core to Force, because it should be, because you always want to capitalize on the new programs. But remember that you need to get a hold of yourself first. Your business isn't where you want it to be. If mentally, if you're stressed, if you're feeling overworked, if you're feeling like it's not going to work, always look at yourself first and get a hold of yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Then we can help other people do the same thing. Yes, we're human, but you have to lead by example. Your body is your proof. You committing to programs, you starting and finishing. That's what you need to do. Your Facebook page is where you show them how you do that. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust that, they should join you if you aren't doing it yourself and if you're falling off like everybody else. So if you fell off, if you've got something that's been going on, if you haven't been doing something that you should be doing, make a post about it, put it out there. People relate to you, and then get yourself back on first. That's where you're going to encourage other people to join you too. And that's the biggest thing you can do right this holiday season. So hopefully a lot of you are going to start Core to Force. It's only 30 days. Get yourself a transformation picture and get them up there. You should have, if you've been with me for months, like, some of you, there should be a transformation picture for like the 21-day fix, maybe 22-minute hardcore. This is who we are as coaches. So there should already be like 3 or 4 different transformation pictures of yourself. You are your own best proof that you've showed, or you've missed out on so many people already that you could have helped. If you're not where you want to be, look at what you aren't doing, what you've made a conscious choice not to do, and start doing it. And I promise you, in this season, it will get you where you want to be. I've seen coaches on the last day of the month go from SC0 to SC8 or SC10 because they pulled back and said, you know what, I'm going to get over it. I'm going to do the things that I haven't been doing. I'm going to make this post or share that or whatever. And they got themselves there. And I'll tell you, until that final minute, like until the bell dings, I'm hitting Success Club every month, because I know that when I hit it every single month, I know that I have at least like 5 new challengers that I can help get results, or at least 3. And those people are probably going to want to stay on the shake. They're going to want to, maybe coach later, but that's where everything comes from, is the challenge group. But we got to hit Success Club so that we can keep the momentum going. So try to make that a non-negotiable for yourself in the slow season. Hopefully these tips for raffles and giveaways and ways to kind of advertise and market in the season, and the tips will help you. If you have any questions, just comment below the link later when I post it on the team page. And I need to fly because I'm already going to be late. Story of my life. Does anybody have a quick question though? Oh wait, I muted you all. Hold on. You probably do have any. Okay. No, that didn't work. Hold on. Oh, guys, I'm so bad at computers. It's so terrible. Unmute all. There we go. Okay, what you got?
It was actually 6 shaker cups for $10. So
$2. No, that's less than $2 each. I need to get this baby out so I can get my break. Yeah, so that's a great giveaway. And when you run like a team one, like we can do a team party in December. I eat most of the cost of that, but everybody just throwing in like a free, sample of something or whatever works really well too. It's easy. It's much easier to split it up. Like I think she was saying, even with all those little prizes every day and a grand prize, the whole whatever 5 girls that did it wound up spending like $15 each, which is obviously assuming everybody gets at least one challenger out of it. As long as
How do you give somebody $30 off a challenge pack? Like if that was a special?
How does what?
If your special that you're running is $30 off a challenge pack, if you do this, that, or how do you give them that money off a challenge pack?
I do it 2 ways. I used to send a check. Well, before I had a check, I sent a money order. So I would go to Walmart with my $30 cash or whatever, get one, mail it to them. But it has to, I see the order first. I know the order's been placed first, and then I send it.
So they
so
pay the price, you like refund them $30. Okay.
Right. And then now that I have Bank of America, it's easy to transfer. All I need is their email or their cell phone number, and I can go in and add them as a new recipient, and it goes right to their bank account. And I did that this last month for somebody. Okay. All right, so any other questions? Post it beneath the thing. I'm going to grab my nephew and change his diaper and fly out the door, and I hope it helped. But any other questions or comments, let me know. And then, and don't forget to map out your month so that you know already what's coming up in November, when your group is starting, who you're working with. Take the group seriously, you guys. We've had a lot of issues lately with coaches not posting dates, not committing to a program and sharing that. It's not good for the challengers to see us like coming in every 4 or 5 days. Yes, my situation's a little different being pregnant, and so my goal is 4 to 5 workouts a week. But for you guys, you should be doing the program start to finish. That's like I said, get a hold of yourself first, start there. And then, so if you need to step back from coaching for a challenge group or whatever, you just need to be a challenger again for a group, find a program to commit to and do that. We've had people who are not in the free groups who are bobbing their head into coaching, and then they're not doing what they said. And it's not okay for my other coaches to have to deal with that, or to anybody pull more weight in a challenge group. We're a team. We don't want to be like a burden to each other. So if you feel like you're ever in a season where you feel like you can't uphold like at least checking into a group, 2 times a day or 1 time a day, but going through everything and really taking time to encourage and make it a great group. Then don't run one, take a month off, lean on me as your upline. Let me know if you need to plug somebody into my group. I'm here for you guys. And we'll get you back where you need to be first. So same thing with free groups, if you're needing help, whatever, but take that incentive yourself, roll with it. And I want to see some great stuff this holiday season, because I think there's a lot of opportunity to do that. All right. Love you ladies.